Kicking off the second half of the programme with Jerusalem from the soundtrack of Chariots of Fire by Vangelis, and we're playing that. It fits in line with our general theme of the human body in all its many shapes and sizes because, of course, we're talking about Calendar Girls, and we are very privileged to be joined in the studio by two of the stars of Broadclyst Theatre Group's production. So say hello to Rachel Cunningham and Miranda White, or should I say Chris and Mari. Good afternoon, ladies.
Hello. Hello.
Thank you very much for joining us this afternoon. First of all, give us an indication about what Broadclyst Theatre Group is. What is it? How long has it been going? That sort of thing.
Broadclyst Theatre Group's been going about 3 years now. It was set up by a group of friends in the village who really wanted to promote live theatre and do something within the community to bring people together.
Yeah, we've done 3 pantos now, which have been quite well received, I think, locally. A couple of one-act plays. It's a good bunch of people. It's all local.
So how did you both become involved in that? Were you there from the start?
I had been in the village about a year, and it was quite hard to sort of break into a group in the village unless you're into sort of gardening or the WI. And this really appealed to me, and I thought originally I could just maybe help backstage or something, and never done any sort of theatre before. So that's how I got into it.
I saw the stand down on one of the fun days on the park in Broadclyst. It's something I've always enjoyed doing, amateur theatre, and I thought I'd go along and just see, and got roped into the panto and gone from there, really.
Yes, it is the way amateur theatre works. You think, I'll just do a little bit, and then you just get steadily pulled into more and more, and they never let you leave.
No.
So you've been talking, you mentioned a few of the pantos now, but what was it that attracted you to doing Calendar Girls itself? Aside from the fact of a chance for you ladies to have bigger parts.
Yeah.
Was that one of the things that attracted you?
Definitely not in my case.
Well, I keep my vest on, so.
The movie was amazing, and when we heard that there was a chance that we could perform it, it was very exciting to think that we might do that in Broadclyst. It seemed like quite an out there kind of thing to do. It's funny, really, really funny, and really, really tragic as well. So it hits all those emotions, and it's just brilliant.
Yeah, it's quite a serious subject, but there are some very funny parts in it, and it's such a change from doing panto. It is serious stuff, and it's just an opportunity to deal with those sort of characters.
Was it the fact that it was based on real life events? Was that any part of the draw itself, aside from doing something more serious? The fact that
I think so.
Yeah, I think. Obviously, it's about cancer and how that affects everybody, and I think that's one of the things that really pushed it for me. If you've ever known anybody that's had cancer, or and that's most of us, I think now. You feel as if, if you can do something to help the cause, which obviously we are, with raising money for FORCE and leukemia research. So, we felt like it was a really good, positive thing to do.
Okay, well, let's talk about your individual characters then, because I think people wouldn't be familiar enough with Calendar Girls to know the general story about a group of WI women who take their clothes off to buy a settee. But let's talk about Chris, first of all. Rachel, take us through who Chris is and what she does in the play.
For those of you who've seen the movie, is the Helen Mirren character, and obviously, we're like sisters, obviously. She's a real idol of mine, but Chris is a very out there kind of person. She's quite innovative with her ideas, and she is the sort of person that you want to have at your party. She's like me. She's full of fun and mischief, and but she's also a very loyal friend, and that really comes through in the play.
And it's actually quite fitting that we've got you two together, because Miranda, Mari is spends a lot of the play in opposition to Chris.
She does. It's a bit of a battle sometimes. I think Mari's the sort of person, she's always trying to be something she's not. Went to live in Cheshire at one point, didn't really work out.
My old backyard.
So she's back in Yorkshire, and she's really giving herself airs and graces. And she doesn't want to do the calendar, doesn't want the girls to do the calendar. But I think deep down she would really like to drop her guard, as it were.
Figuratively speaking, yes.
But yeah, she has this constant battle with Chris, because Chris is the one who's at the forefront of it all, and it sort of seems to be very much their personal battle as well.
Yes, and there is a scene not too far into the play where you two have a bit of a slanging match. How fun has that been to rehearse?
That's been great fun. It's one of my favourite scenes.
But it's quite strange because it's so emotional that I sort of shake afterwards. It really does, and you have to, sort of really think about how you're going to do it. But then it just sort of comes, doesn't it? It's sort of, it is quite a natural thing. I quite enjoy shouting at you.
I think it would be good, just before we go into a little bit about the rehearsal process, to give people an insight into Broadclyst, if we have a chat about the actual role of nudity in the play, because I think it's very easy to get prudish and have misconceptions about it.
Well, the whole idea of the calendar, the original calendar, was that the women were obscured by everyday things that you would find in the WI, like buns and
up or flat.
Teapot. There's a giant teapot.
And that it's all about suggestion rather than actual, getting your boobs out on stage. We allowed to say boobs on the radio?
Yes, you can. Yes, at all times. Yeah, I mean, I suppose, because one of the things, I kind of set this up by saying that I had a very small role in it, but I was going to let you do most of the talking. But one of the things that appeals to me about the play is not the nudity itself, it's the actual kind of the positive role it gives, particularly to older women who are so often kind of either maligned or given very small ancillary roles in theatre. Would you agree with any of that?
Yeah, certainly, and I think the original ladies felt that there was something that they could do for the charity and to raise money and to sort of make people aware that it's not just young, but like you say, it isn't about the nudity. If people think it's going to be, we're all on stage all the time. No.
It's not
It's a very small part.
Yeah.
It's not what it's about.
It's not a kind of noises off, where's my trousers fast kind of thing, not at all.
We do hope that the village is behind us in that and really, want to come and see it, and that isn't what it's about at all.
Okay. Well, give us an idea then. I mean, the play's being directed by Carl Straw, whom I understand has been involved in the group for some time. I obviously can speak from personal experience as well, but I'd like to get your views. What's he like to work with?
Oh, he's lovely.
We love you, Carl.
Now give me the honest answer.
I suppose it's quite difficult because obviously he's a man. So
he's a bloke.
Yeah, he's a bloke. But I think he's doing very well, actually.
He makes us feel very comfortable. He doesn't, It's not awkward at all. We haven't actually taken our clothes off in front of him yet, have we?
I don't know.
Me, myself, and my other colleagues. We've been in swimming costumes so far, but it doesn't feel awkward at all. And we've also got a female director, Liz Sessions,
right,
who's helping as well.
I think we should probably give people an idea of exactly where and when this is taking place and how they can get to see it. So give us the dates and the times and how we can get tickets.
So it's on from Thursday the 9th of May to the 11th, Saturday the 11th, and there's a matinee also on Saturday. So 2 shows on Saturday. So 4 opportunities to see it.
Mm-hmm.
Tickets are available from Broadclyst Post Office and also online at Ticket Source.
Yes.
And people can access that via our Facebook page, Broadclyst Theatre Facebook page.
Okay, we'll put that up on the Twitter feed, which is Mumby at Movie, so that you can access that for yourselves. And the charities that are being supported, it's Force, isn't it?
And
Leukemia
Research.
Right. Fantastic. Right, well, I think that just about covers everything. Like we say, we will put up all the information about ticketing on the Facebook page, Daniel Mumby on Phonic FM, and on the Twitter feed, Mumby at Movies. I'm looking forward to seeing you. I mean, I'm in it, so I suppose I can't say that. But I'm sure that a lot of people listening will be sort of getting out their checkbooks and their debit cards and buying tickets, and we hope to see plenty of you there. We also hope to put an edited version of this interview up on the Facebook page and via YouTube in the coming weeks, so keep them peeled for that. Rachel, Miranda, thank you very much for coming in. I know you were incredibly nervous about being on the radio, but you have done... Am I more intimidating than Carl? I'll take that as a compliment. Anyway, thank you very much for coming in. You've done yourselves proud, and best of luck with the shows.
Thank you very much.
Right, here's Peter Gabriel.